Hey, it's Dr. Toby, physical therapist and health coach. Thank you for coming to the Rehab Mobile channel. In this video, I want to share with you why an X-ray or MRI won't necessarily change your knee pain. By the way, we are a channel that helps people to stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. We are a physical therapy and wellness company. And so if you are somebody who wants to stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile, subscribe to our channel because we release videos frequently on how to help you do that. All right. So let's get right into the topic. X-ray and MRI. We work with thousands of patients who have knee issues, from surgical issues, meniscus, ACL injuries, high school athletes, to people who are in their 70s, 40s, 50s, people with arthritis, probably one of the most common knee injuries out there. And so we work with these kind of individuals, and a lot of the times in our process of helping them to make a full recovery so that they can get back to doing the things they love, like running or playing with their kids or being able to bend down and pick things up without having knee pain anymore. One of the things that we have to talk to the patients about and explain to them is really the relationship between what an X-ray and MRI is going to do and what's actually going to help them to get better. So if you're somebody who's had chronic pain in your knee, meaning you've had pain in your knee for years, like you can't even remember when you've started having an issue, right? Then this is going to be very specific for you. A lot of times people want to get an X-ray or MRI, and the challenge with those things, even though they are really great images to tell you what's going on, a lot of times they're only going to tell you what you already know. Right? If you have knee arthritis, you already know that. If you have a meniscus injury, you probably most likely already know that. Now, of course, yes, maybe you got into a recent injury with your knee and you don't know what's going on. And so those are indications or scenarios in which an X-ray and MRI can be very, very beneficial. But a lot of times patients are, calling us, or we're talking to patients and they're like, well, maybe I should get an MRI or X-ray first, things of that nature. And these patients have known what's been going on for a long time. They've already had these images. And so if there's nothing that's new that's really changed, even if the pain has maybe necessarily gotten worse, X-ray and MRI may not, and most likely is not going to show anything different than what you already know. The other challenge is that when you've been in severe pain for a very long time, the X-ray and the MRI may only just show you exactly what you already know, but also it's not going to be any kind of treatment for you. So getting an X-ray is not going to necessarily be a treatment for having knee arthritis, or a treatment for having a meniscus injury, or having a lot of pressure or pain when you're standing, right? It's just going to tell you information, but it's not going to prescribe or give you the right treatment for what you need to be doing. And that still is heavily reliant upon the physician or healthcare provider you're working with. Now, what's really effective is when you actually know what's going on, you can actually do the right treatments. And so what we do is a knee pain diagnostic. It's a full assessment of your knee. And why this is helpful is because studies have actually shown that there are a few healthcare professionals that have really great success in not only diagnosing what's going on with knee issues, but also being able to give the best treatment. So when it comes to finding out what's going on with your knee, movement tests can be very helpful, because the limitations with X-ray and MRI is that, number one, if your healthcare provider or prescribes the wrong test for you, or if you're like, hey, I know I need an X-ray, but you actually need an MRI, then you're gonna just take longer to get the actual care and the treatment you need. Not everything that goes on with the knee is visible on an X-ray. Not everything that goes on with the knee is visible by MRI. So if you get the wrong test, or maybe you're so focused on, oh, I need this specific test, I need to get an X-ray, right? But you actually need an MRI. First of all, it's gonna take you time to get the X-ray, then time to get the results. And the same thing, maybe you're like, oh, well, I got an X-ray and it didn't show anything was wrong, but I still have pain. And we find hundreds of patients have the same complaint. They're like, well, I got an X-ray, I got an MRI, and it didn't do anything. The doctor said I didn't have anything going on, but I still have real pain and real issues and limitations. The challenge is that not everything is visible on those types of imaging. And so, for example, if you have an issue that is caused, or pain that is aggravated by movement, well, doing the X-ray and the MRI is not going to show your knee joint when you're moving. It's going to show you while you're still. But a movement exam by a physical therapist, by a doctor of physical therapy, will take a comprehensive approach to not only what's going on with the knee and what's there, but also why. So yes, you may know you have arthritis or you have an issue, but the movement assessment by an expert is going to tell you why you have that arthritis there. And that's the most important part. We want to know not only what's causing the pain, but the cause of the cause. So yes, the arthritis is causing you pain, but what's causing the arthritis? Yes, the meniscus injury is causing you an issue, but what's caused that meniscus injury? Now, unless you had like a trauma or something happened like on a basketball court or a fall or accident, then you clearly know why it happened. But a lot of times people are in chronic pain, or they've gotten injections, they've gotten treatments that they thought were supposed to work, but it really didn't. And so the reason why an X-ray and MRI is not gonna fix your pain is because it can't tell you all. It gives you a snapshot of what's going on, but it's not an answer and it's not a treatment. And so one of the things that we like to advocate for our patients is to talk to a movement expert, somebody who understands the human anatomy very well. And studies have shown that physical therapists are amongst the top professions that are able to diagnose issues just as accurately and sometimes even more accurately than any imaging like X-ray or MRI. And so if you're somebody who has been wondering, hey, what should I do? I really want to resolve and fix my knee pain, then hit the link in our description to talk to a PT first. What we do through that is we're able to give you some answers to the questions you have and tell you exactly what you need to do. Again, it takes less than 30 seconds to fill it out, but what you're gonna get is a free conversation with our physical therapist to tell you, number one, things you can do to start walking better, walking longer without having knee pain, standing longer, being able to get back to activity and exercise. And that happens through our comprehensive assessment. So go ahead and fill that link out. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a comment and let us know what was most helpful about it for you. And you can also share this with somebody who you know will really benefit from it, as well as like this. So thank you so much for your time and attention. Again, you can subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get up to date when we release new videos on helping you stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. All right, take care and see you in the next video.